Hello, and welcome to Fox Sports Lab AFL Round 17, Chief. We had to go back to the videotape. Still leading by 6. You wanted to call it 5. You thought I went West Coast, but I did pick the Hawks against the Eagles. Are you happy with that? Still 6 at front?
Mate, you're treating this competition with such contempt that you're whipping off halfway around the world to Vegas and New York. Mate, you're taking the P155 out of me. You're not even doing any research this week.
Oh, I'll probably lead by 8 at the end of this round. Let's have a look at Friday night. Always a good game between Collingwood and Essendon. They drew Anzac Day. The Dons, they've lost their, 3 of the last 4. So after hitting pretty hot form, sitting on 3rd in the ladder. And then Collingwood have won 6 of the last 7 at home. So hard one to split early, Chief, in this one.
Yeah, they got beaten by Gold Coast last week. Collingwood didn't play as well as they could have. Essendon, I've always had a little bit of a query about, so I'll tip Collingwood. Not with huge confidence because they still aren't quite firing on all cylinders, but I think they can get the job done.
Yeah, I'm going Essendon because I tipped them prelim 2 weeks ago, and then I left the country and all hell's broken loose. So I'm going with the Dons this one, but I'm not sure what your big call's going to be later on. But Zachy Merritt, 36 plus, 3 of the last 4 against the Pies, so certainly an easy team for him. Port Adelaide and Western Bulldogs. So do you want the the day record for Port Adelaide? 22 of 24. So not sure where your tips are leaning in this one, but the Doggies have won 4 of their last 5 against teams that have been higher on the ladder. So this one's 7v9. What do you like?
Hopefully you're tipping Port Adelaide again after they did the right thing by you last week, having a win at Marvel Stadium, although St Kilda couldn't have deliberately thrown that anymore if they tried. That was just a horrendous game of football. I'm going with the Western Bulldogs. I think they found a little bit of form. Rory Lockdown back. He's playing too well to go out of the team. They got all the tools up forward. So if they win enough ball in the middle of the ground, which they tend to do because the Bond's just a superstar, I think they'll keep on winning and force their way into the 8.
I thought after Kenny getting emotional last week, you would have gone, right, they're back, Port Adelaide. So I thought you were going to tip Port. I'm going with the Doggies as well. So just protecting my lead. Now, Chief, GMHBA Stadium, Geelong and Hawthorn. When was the last time the Hawks played down there?
2006, which means, Dicko, none of the Hawthorn players have played at this ground except maybe a player that's come from a different club. But this is frightening. Mate, we know how different a ground GMHBA is. It's skinny. Yep. Very skinny. They won't know themselves. They'll feel like they're interstate, the Hawks, when they go down there. But they are the form team of the competition. I think they've won 8 of the last 9. They are flying, our Hawks. But I'm going to go with the Cats because of the hoodoo ground. I just think when no one's been down there, it could be a really tough ground for them to play.
Yeah, well, when they've won a game and they've gone back home, they've won 10 straight. So stats sit with you. Hawks have won 5 in a row. I'm going with the Hawks.
Yes.
So,
I hope you're right.
I hope I'm right because I'll just creep ahead a little bit further. The Giants and Carlton. So Carlton 5 in a row. I mean, absolutely flying at the moment. So 6 points clear in second spot. Couldn't be in a better position, whereas the wheels have just come off after starting the season 7-0 with the Giants. They're now outside the 8. What an incredible fall of form from them.
Yeah, I honestly can't put my finger on it, Dicko. They sit there and they say, well, we've got a good team on paper. I know they're missing some good players. Sam Taylor's a massive out. We know that. And they've had, a couple of players here and there. But there's enough talent in that team to get the job done. They're not firing. I don't know why. There's no connection there. And your team, the Blues, they're the obvious main threat to the Swans at the moment. So impossible to tip against the Blues the way they're playing.
Yeah, I'm with you. How good have Carlton been since I jumped on them halfway through last year? They're just their form's been enormous.
And Cripper giving himself a chance at a second Brownlow.
Yes, it's finally come into contention after the form he's been in. Let's whip through the other games, Chief. Roos and Suns, an easy one there. Are they going to win away for the first time?
Well, that's why it's not so easy, Dicko. I am tipping Gold Coast, but they have not won away from home in 2024, and we're at round 17. That's got to tell you something. They're no good away from home. But surely they can get it done against the Kangaroos.
Yeah, well, I'm going with the Roos in this one. I'm giving you a chance. I was waiting for it. I didn't want to give it to you early because I knew I would just surprise you, but I'm going with an upset here. So
Well,
I'm anticipating they're going to keep their losing form away from home.
if you remember correctly, I tipped the Roos in their one and only win when they travelled to West Coast and got the job done. So you're trying to double up. This will be big.
I'm trying to double up. We're going to move to the next one. Dockers and Tigers. Where do you sit?
Dockers, please, at home, smash.
Yeah, I'm the same. Demons, West Coast. Demons for me.
Yep, Demons. Even though they're going very poorly.
Yeah, beloved Saints that just fell over last week against the Swannies this week. Swannies.
I'm surprised the Swans aren't $1. Such is the form of the Saints. They are horrendous. Sydney will win.
Yes, I agree with that one. What about the Lions and the Crows? I'm going with the Lions.
Yeah, tough team to get a handle on the Crows. Every now and then they bob up. They were good last week. It was a very good performance. We know they've got some talent. Rankin's playing really good football, but you've got to go with the Brisbane Lions at home at the Gabba, and they're on a bit of a roll as well, trying to make sure that they're a big part of the September action.
Yep, I'm doing the same. So big call time. I'm going to kick it off because tipping obviously Carlton against the Giants and expecting Curnow. So 4 of his last 5 against teams on a losing streak, and they are on a big losing streak. I'm going 4+ $3.80. Money for old rope is the standard line from me.
I like it. Well, I'm going. My big call. I'm actually pumping up a Hawthorn player, even though I'm tipping the Cats to win down at GMHBA. I'm loving the form of Dylan Moore. He's one that just seems to sneak under everyone's guard, and he does it every week. 20+ possessions, 2+ goals. I think you'll get a decent price and maybe roll it into yours. And happy days once again.
I like it. And tell you what, I've gone a couple of upsets this week. I literally opened the door for you to just call me.
Are you coming home anytime soon to go?
Yeah, I'm leaving in 4 hours to head back to Oz. So I'll see you on the couch.
You're a machine.
Appreciate your time, Chief. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.